Alright, so we're on my rogue, and today, basically, I'm going to teach you how to be a rogue in Mod 18. So let's just get right into it. For attribute points, you'd want strength and dexterity, obviously, critical severity, more damage, physical damage boost, more damage, you know, that's simple. Also, this toon is a stripped character, so he has nothing on him, so do not try to judge me, because there's nothing on this toon. I'll still out DPS you, so go on somewhere with all that. So back to what I was saying. For offensive and defensive slots, you'd want Radiance. It's just a simple build off of Radiance. For your weapon enchantment, I'd recommend a Balthorn, personally, or a Vorpal. And then for AoE, I'd recommend a Lightning or a Vorpal. That's just it. Defensive slot, honestly, you run what you want. You can play with what you want. But at the end of the day, we all know that Bark Shield is best in slot, for just because it avoids you from dying most of the time. But you know, use whatever you want. But Bark Shield is best in slot, so yeah. So for the main hand, I have Duelist Flurry. Obviously, because Duelist Flurry is your main at-will. Offhand, critical severity and power. Obviously, critical severity, 10% critical severity is basically 5% more damage. And then 2.5k power is around like 1 point something percent damage. Obviously, Ebony Stain Share is best in slot. I don't care what anybody says, but yeah, 3% more damage. You can't go wrong with that. Rust Iron Leggings, 5% more damage. You can't go wrong with that. 3-book set. If you don't have the books, run a debuff artifact or something like that, like the Charm of the Serpent or like the Blast Scepter or whatever, you know, something good. So for powers, you know, Duelist Flurry, Glowing Cut for single target. I have my counters messed up. Alright, and this will be your single target encounters: Lashing Blade, Wicker Reminder, and Assassinate. For your dailies, honestly, the second daily is a placeholder, which is Whirlwind of Blades. But your primary daily for single target is Shocking Execution, and your AoE daily is Whirlwind of Blades. Honestly, from your AoE loadout to your single target loadout, you're just switching encounters. Basically it, and maybe like one companion. That's it. Feats, Toxic Blades, basically a DOT. Master Shadows, you lose stealth faster, but you gain it back faster. Duelist Expertise, instead of Skullcracker. Duelist Expertise, instead of Skullcracker. Please and listen. There's a big damage difference here. I'm serious. You can argue with me about it, but there's no point. Back alley tactics, instead of this. This doesn't make any sense. But yeah, you deal 10% more damage based on how few action points you have. Less action points, more damage. And at the end of the day, you're always using your daily, so you'll always be getting at least like 10 to 0% more damage all the time. Shadow's Flurry, honestly, this is lech. This is good. Honestly, the shadow duelist, the shadowy figure that spawns in does the last combo of Duelist Flurry can do more damage than this shit. Alright, cool. And this spawns whenever. It's just a 5% chance. And for class features, I use Invisible Infiltrator and Oppressive Darkness. I don't use anything else. Because honestly, like, do I really need to? Do I really need to like go over this stuff? Like, half of this doesn't make no sense. All right. So for the rotation on a dummy, that's what we're gonna start off on. You go into a fight, hit Wicker Reminder, go stealth, lashing blade, assassinate. For some reason, you can never see assassinate's damage on here. For some reason, I don't understand why, and I guess we'll never see it because assassinate doesn't work on dummies. I think. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's called your oppressive darkness. Oh no, wait. Oh, it is assassinate. Yeah, you don't see it on the list up here though. Nope. Nope. Yeah. So let's just say it again. Wicker Reminder, Lashing Blade and Stealth, and Assassinate. Alright? That is your go-to rotation. Well, besides, you know, going to combat and popping your bleed damage on the target. But, yeah. Alright, so let's just say we do have our artifacts up and our mounts and everything. You go into combat, swarm, artifact, Wicker Reminder, stealth, shocking execution, lashing blade, assassinate. That's basically your single target rotation. Alright, next is AoE, and we'll get into campaigns here in a second. Alright, there's multiple ways to start your AoE encounters, but one I like to do it is you run into combat, you pop smoke bomb, path of blades, stealth, blade flurry, then blade flurry again. But here's a trick: if you do have your daily up, obviously let me get that first. So if you do have your daily up, you can pop 3 blade flurries instead of 2. Alright, so smoke bomb, path of blades, stealth, blade flurry, daily, stealth, blade flurry, blade flurry. That is your AoE. Literally, that is your AoE. Whisper Knife as of right now sucks. So yeah. Alright, now for mounts, Swarm, and yeah, that's all I have to be honest. 10k power, obviously, and 140 movement speed. For insignia bonuses, Gladiator's Guile ×3, and ignore the Barbarian's Revelry and the Champion's Return. Honestly, Barbarian's Revelry was pretty good, but usually on these two, you'd want Artificer's Persuasion instead of whatever I got on right now. So 3 Gladiator's Guile and 2 Artificer's Persuasion is what I would use. For companions, I have a green slime summoned. I mean, not summoned, sorry. I have a green slime as my defensive power, just for the defense. When you're a DPS, you do have a really tough time getting defense. And then you got, there's other ways to get defense as well, but I just use the green slime, honestly. And then you got Deep Crow. For offensives, you'd probably want, you know, more power comp. And then for utility, you can use Minstrel, you can use Owlbear Cub, you can use what's the other one called? Alpha Compy, but there's no way in hell I'm about to spend 20 mil. Y'all people crazy in this game, dude. 20 mil for a fucking campaign that's probably gonna be released eventually. Yeah, dude, get out of here with all that. Yup. Alright, and for boons, obviously power, HP, movement speed, campaign influence, tier 5 boons, critical severity, and action point gain. This does not really work that well. It barely shows up. Master boon, I use Bloodlust Even in AoE, I use Bloodlust because nothing's really alive for Deathly Rage to really work well. But yeah, Bloodlust. Stronghold boons. Um, if you have over 180k power, or even like around 178, crit severity boons your go-to. It'll give you more damage than 8k power. And DIMS is facts, so don't come at me sideways because I know what I'm talking about. For defense, I run defense boon. Honestly, hit points. I mean, if you can max out your defense without, you know, using an offensive defensive comp piece, which you're probably gonna have to do in Mod 19 anyways, then go for the hit points. You know, or if you have low incoming heal and you got capped defense and capped hit points, then go for incoming heal. Like, you know what I mean? Utility, mount speed. Nobody PvPs anymore, so who cares? Yeah. Is anything else? No, I think that's it. Um, oh yeah, the best race, honestly, for any class, is Dragonborn and Metallic Dragonborn. Just gonna tell you this all now. Alright? Regular Dragonborn gives you 5% more incoming healing from all spells and abilities. Metallic gives you 3%. Get where I'm going with this. Alright? If you're a DPS and you can cap your health without the Metallic Ancestry, go regular Dragonborn and stay regular Dragonborn, because at the end of the day, you're still gonna get your 3% increased damage, but 5% more incoming healing basically. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and up. Peace.